Yeah, for sure. All right, welcome, everybody. This is the first actual legit episode of the GemCutter Podcast with your boy Hoodwink415, the dapper rapper, my co-host, my label mate, my homie, my brother from another mother, Papi Barz over there. Everybody,
what's up with it?
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. Giving us some visual time. Letting us express ourselves. Me and Barz are gonna keep doing these podcasts. And having all kinds of new hosts tuning in and chiming in. Right now we have two of my very good homeboys in the building, esteemed videographers, photographers. First off, we're going to start with my boy Nick, Big Dirty. Big Dirty's worked with so many artists across the Bay. He's been a local factor for a long time now. He's an engineer, producer, like I said, videographer, video creator, music maker. Everybody giving me a round of applause for BigDirty925 in the building. Yeah. So, these podcasts, what I'm saying, we're going to keep them casual. We're going to keep them lighthearted. We're going to, be dropping gems on everybody. But yeah, I just kind of want to start with, like your way over here. Everybody's got their own kind of way to prepare for today and kind of, or prepare for gigs or prepare for events. What was it like you coming in today? Now that you're here on the podcast, how you feeling?
Yeah, no, I kind of rushed here. Stopped at Burger King, had a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Big fan of the chicken sandwich wars.
What's the
all
one on
the
the
different
list?
At the top
of the
for
list for
me,
you right now?
it's got to be Popeyes and then
Popeyes.
KFC's number 2.
Fuck that.
Actually, Plucked is number 1. Plucked, I'd have to say.
Hey, bro,
what is
that
Plucked?
place smacks.
That's kinda
Plucked
bad.
chicken and beer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Plucked
fire.
chicken and beer.
Fire.
Yeah.
Stupid
What's plucked? What is
Naughty
that on
Nash.
that? What is that?
It's just the owners of Sauce made it. It's like a chicken sandwich restaurant that serves beer and
swear.
chicken. Yeah, it's hella
I didn't
good.
know they
Where's
owned
it
it.
at, though?
Oh, they're all over. There's one in San Ramon, one in Livermore, one
Oh
in,
shit!
They're,
one in
they're
Walnut
a
Creek.
chain. Yeah,
There's one in Walnut Creek.
One in Walnut
Yep.
Creek. Hell yeah, that smacks.
they're hella good, bro. You gotta try
Facts.
that.
The Naughty Nash.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That hot chicken, that hot fried chicken sandwich is fire.
Don't say too much. Hey, let them find
let
out.
'em figure it
You gotta
out.
find out about it. The chicken sandwich at Plucked. We got to find out about it. For
It'll
sure.
have your mouth burning like that jerky freedom butt.
Oh yeah! Shout
Shout
out Freedom. He got the jerky on deck. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up. Dirk. What I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate you sliding through. I appreciate you doing the first episode. You know what I'm saying? You've worked with a lot of people. You've helped me, in the last 2 years get my music career off the ground. We've dropped a lot of music and videos together. Some notable mentions, people that you work with in no particular order. We got people like Nico for Show, Fat Mike, his crew, FAH, that's Ice Boy, VC, Chubby Monty, there's Zove in there. You've worked with people like Switch Villa, Hayes Music, Personify Beats down in SoCal, Reed Williams. You've worked with him.
I'm familiar with him. He's a friend of mine, but yeah, I haven't really worked with him.
I mean, the
much.
list goes on.
Yeah.
Kai Ritchie, you've done projects with Kai Ritchie. You got mastering and engineering, for him underneath your belt. Dark Lord Lou, you just did a video for him.
Yeah.
Hellhounds.
That just came out yesterday. That's
That's
one of
crazy.
mine.
Those are crazy visuals. You play for a band, Straight Rebel Bullet. You know what I'm saying? You're a whole musician, artist. You know what I'm saying? Bass player on your own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Know a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, and you've been, like I said, shooting videos for what, the past 7, 8?
Nope.
I don't know. I think it's been like 3 years now.
Oh,
shooting videos.
only for
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Damn. For sure. Well, yeah, with this big esteemed catalog that you have, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me a couple of the things that stand out for you and a couple of the highlights that you've kind of can look back on and kind of, reflect on a little bit.
Damn, things that stand out. I've had a couple successful projects, but I just really enjoy the process of it. I feel like I'm always looking forward to the next thing that's coming and figuring out ways to, add steam to what I'm doing or figure out something new to do because these things are super fit for everybody. That's something you gotta stay, versatile, stay creative. So I'm always trying to look at new art and seeing what other people are doing too. But
well, like the people that I mentioned, like I said, this is a wide array of
What?
Nico for sure. He's covering funk music and kind of like an old school kind of throwback vibe.
Yeah.
Fat Mike's got the kind of new like crazy hip hop vibe.
Yeah.
We got kind of like you work with backpack rappers like Hayes, that can just pull up and rap over anything. And like I said, you other artists, Dark Lord, they kind of got like a gothic vibe, the rock band vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Hellhounds, they just had a show last night in San Francisco. It was dope.
But that was at Knockout. Was that at Knockout? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna pull up to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. And I was filming there. Freedom Bikes was there too.
That's what's up.
Yep. Their show's getting better, man. They're solid now. They know how to bring the energy live. It's dope.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. That live set, that's important to, kind of draw your crowd and, substantiate yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a lit live show.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, working on all kinds of stuff. Looking forward to the new stuff I'm working with my band, Eyes of Aces, too. We got a project. We're wrapping up an album, and that's going to come out, too.
That's the old school band. You've been with them for a while.
Yeah, I've been with them for forever, for a long time. Yep.
Right.
But
and what do you do with them? You play for them, right?
I guess I help write riffs. I programmed some drums and I record all the vocals and stuff. So yeah, so it's kind of we tag team wherever, we fill in the spaces wherever the strengths are.
As musicians, you kind of all kind of just dibble and dabble and kind of.
If you notice he's better at that, we use, all right, you're going to play this shreddy part then, dude. You know what I mean?
That's what's
or
up.
whatever, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So.
It's easier when you deal with musicians like that and you can have that kind of freedom and range and capability of kind of throwing your music around, what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope because like I said, you play bass, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I play guitar.
Oh, you play guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good shit, man.
Yeah.
We used to play a lot of shows, but now it's just more of just a recording project, because I've been really busy with but they're just now starting to practice with another drummer and stuff, but it's cool that they're playing all the stuff that I helped write live in a live setting. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Supporting my homies.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, you've done a lot of stuff, you have a lot of videos and a lot of content and a lot of music out with Nico for sure. You know what I'm saying? So
that's my brother right there. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out Nico for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Funk master.
Yeah,
funky finesser.
Yeah, the funky finesser. You know what I'm saying?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. We have a bunch of stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy the energy that Nico brings, and I really enjoy working with him. Talk about some of the, like I said, some of the standout projects that you did for him.
We're working on a project now.
I like Mitsubishi. I like Global Express. All these old school cuts that people have grown to love and what I'm saying, slap all the time.
Yeah, that's some of my most streamed music is with Nico. It's he has an awesome sound, a consistent voice, and is and he's just that's my guy, man. Tell you, Nico's the one. He's going up.
Yeah. But yeah, talk about the new project. What's going on with the new project?
Well, I'm working on a project with you and Nico, right? And we're just chipping at it. I've been making these beats and then fitting in verses and songs together, and it's cool. I like working with you guys because it's like the ego's gone, and we just like throwing ideas out there. And when I see somebody struggling with something, I'll have an idea, and then let's see what Dirty has to think. You know what I mean? And we're like, there's no. Yeah, it's seamless work, because we, at this point, it's nice, bro.
These are big, like I said, big bulky pieces of art and of catalog. Like I said, Little Dirt Don't Hurt, Dirty Business, those things. You know what I'm saying? Those two specific albums that you did with Nico.
Yeah.
Talk about those. How do you go through the process of
those were
beat making, beat selection, figuring out what kind of artists you're supposed to work with? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go through that process?
Yeah, you for those the first one was kind of a collection of more of the boom bap type or or harder songs that we had and some of the funk too. But I think we with the what is it Little Dirt Don't Hurt, that was like where it was like the collection of the masterpieces of all we had. Like we threw away a bunch of songs, but those were the best ones that we had. And then it was cool because we got different singers, we got guitar players and different sections and it was I like that album. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
You know, it has a lot of peaks and valleys and different things and happening and cool intros. And we got, you know, we had all kinds of.
Who were like the singers? Who were the singers that were featured on there?
Bootsy Collins, we got him on there.
How talk about that? How did you get him? You know, what I'm saying?
we paid him on Cameo, and then but he did a really good job, dude. He did
how was that experience? Was you just hit him
Bootsy,
up?
baby.
Yeah, it's Bootsy. Yeah, he was cool. He was he you know,
That's
he reached out. Yeah, he got it back to us pretty quick. It was
Cameo.
he could have charged us as a business, but he didn't. He he accepted it as a personal use, and we so that was nice, bro.
That's love.
He did a good job.
That's what's up. That's
a legend right there.
Yeah,
for sure. So yeah, I mean, just sticking with that project, you know, like I said, you know, the beat selection, the beat making process, you know, talk a little bit about.
Yeah, we
that.
stayed more towards the funk. I mean, because that was kind of Nico's, you know, what he wanted to set out to do was make the funk. You know, that's what
That's what he does best, though. That's where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's got features with Diamond Ortiz and you know other people that are making an influence in the game. You know what I'm saying, with that old school rock. So you know he's a part of that clique. He's a part of that crew. So,
he has that funky old school energy, and he can bring that.
And you're helping him with that. Your musical ability and your ear for that stuff is kind of driving that too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's dope. And
appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Speak on it. Like I said, what do you feel like when you're doing that with him? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you guys kind of now have made this kind of niche that really fits for him. What is that? You know what I'm saying?
So our process is kind of like, you know, we have two kind of ways we go about it. Either I'll make a funk beat and bring it to him and be like, here's what I got. I got some ideas. And then he'll be like, oh, that's dope. Or
when you make
he doesn't really fuck with it. Or he'll be like, all right, just shelf that. You know, that happens too. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know.
When you make a funk beat, who are you drawing inspiration from? You know what I'm saying? Like who are you people that you're listening to and what?
You know, I try to listen to a lot of like, just like smoother rap, like Larry June and that type of vibe. But then I include the funk elements with it. You know what I mean? And then make it more upbeat with that. So I don't know. So I kind of try to play off of those, and that's my influences of like trying to make music for him. You know?
Yeah. Sure.
But sometimes if he'll like give me a sample and it'll be like super old school and I'll be chopping it up, then that'll make more of a boom bap style for that sound, you know. So I have a kind of two different lanes I go for him. But it's dope.
Yeah, the samples are crazy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the samples that you guys use and go through and pick through are pretty crazy. There's a lot of like I said, good funk, good old school stuff.
Yeah, him and Mike are working on a tape, him and Fat Mike too, and Mike's trying to get him out of his zone and trying to do more stuff, you know.
Right.
But I think those two, their strengths together is just going back and forth and just really
they
talking shit on the beat, you know what I mean? Yeah.
One of my more favorite projects of both of them is Mitsubishi. They did the thing on there. You guys did that video.
Yeah, that's probably one of our more popular videos.
One of the more popular videos, and just like an overall ridiculous track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like talk about that. You know what I'm saying? What was it like? That's an energy beat. So where'd you guys get that?
You know, I think when we recorded that, we were just drinking, having fun, and they were just fucking around, and we caught them laughing in the background. I put it in the song, like, so I feel like that energy got captured really well on that recording. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you hear it back, you just feel it, like. Yeah. And then like we tried to match that energy with the visual, so we took our time. We did it over 3 days. We went to different locations. Mike was like, let's just go in the 7-Eleven. He just jumped on the counter, took over a 7-Eleven. Don't give a fuck. You know, he's like, I know this guy. I grew up here, dude. Like, this guy's cool. And he was like, hey, you remember me? He's like, yeah, Mike. And he's like, I'm getting on the counter now. He's like, no, Mike. He's like, he doesn't care. It's good, bro. You know. And we just got through it, like, you know what I mean. But it came out cool. And then we went into Walmart. We did that scene, and it was pretty much he didn't know anybody there, so we got kicked out really quick, and then they had the police called, and so we were just basically, the whole scene was us getting escorted out by the security. And
pushing Mike in the cart.
Yep. And then as soon as we got out the door, we just like, I put down the camera, ducked down, and it was sketchy, bro, but it came out good. Like, it was fun.
Run and gun video making.
Yeah. But that's an energy beat that came how you guys cop.
Yeah, he bought it on BeatStars. I think he just
BeatStars.
found it online and was like, I want to get on these beats.
And then you guys jam on it at the old stew.
Right.
The old stew in Livermore.
In Livermore, yep.
Yeah, that's where a lot of these jams come out of.
Right.
Shout
Yep,
out
the
Livermore.
Closet Rock area.
What?
Shout out Livermore.
Doesn't sound right, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good lines in there. There's a lot of good energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that video is crazy. You get all that footage together and then you send it to Vaults. Shout out Vaults.
Yep,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
my editor. Been working with him for as long as I've been making videos. Really,
Yeah.
my first video I ever worked on, where I ever professionally was with a good camera. Like I sent to him, and then I was like, damn.
They come back crazy.
Yep, he
Yeah.
knows what he's doing, bro, and he's a young talent. And,
Yeah.
he's an artist himself too.
Yeah,
He's
right,
in Doughboy Gang. So.
Right. He got music out with his clique.
Mhm.
Yep, I seen
Yep.
that for sure. Yeah, man. But yeah,
I was gonna say a third spot we did was at my work, and that's when we did all the tractors and him hanging off the
right for
tractors.
Mitsubishi. Yeah.
So I've been blessed to be able to use my spot where I work at as a place to shoot a lot of videos. I'd use it
Video
as
studio.
it's pretty much. We set up me and Freedom Vibes have set up a lot of different studios, like a lot of different sets for different artists based
Yeah.
on what songs.
Yeah.
So I like to get their treatment. I like to hear their song and try to think up the best treatment for it, right? And try to make it complement everything that they're doing.
Yeah, exploit your job without getting fired and fucking film videos there.
Little bitch.
They love them there, dude. Your boss is like,
He was
he's
cool.
like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot videos, and he's like, okay, go
He's
ahead.
like, use my
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
10K in cash.
Yeah,
and use
even
it for
hella
a Fat Mike
supportive.
video. Like,
Yeah, what Fat
you
Mike
know?
video is that? Shout out Mike.
Yeah, it was one of
Out
the
the
earlier
Mud.
ones. Yeah, Out the Mud. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
that's
called
right.
Out the
Yeah.
Mud. Yep, hell yeah.
So yeah, even better if your employer allows you to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
'Cause-
rare.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah,
For
he's
sure.
he's a cool dude. Like, and that's it's real. Helped me stay there a long time too, because it's like, it enables me to be able to be like, all right, and it's like, no pressure of like, we just did a robbery there, like in the last video that just dropped.
Hey, don't tell
Yeah.
his boss that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's the one that's like,
That's with both of them strapped up with the props.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, those weren't props.
But
The-
the song's called "The Come Up." I had
the
to do
Hellhounds.
it. It was just
Allegedly,
made
they're
sense.
They're props.
Yeah,
bro.
allegedly.
Like, fucking, the
Yeah,
fucking PC.
those are costume
Let's
props.
just say their fingerprints are on.
Nobody
it.
was harmed in the making of.
Right.
Tell them not
Yeah.
to touch the bullets.
But yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, Mike's got an extensive catalog too. A lot of his like latest videos are pretty fucking crazy. The one with the fucking helicopters and all that shit. What is that? That's
Top of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Top. Yeah,
Yeah, top, right. Yeah. That one goes fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, that was a trip to we went to down to Venice, I think. No, where
Pismo.
Pismo, yeah, and we were renting the
San Luis
quads,
Obispo.
and,
Yeah,
yeah,
in Grover Beach.
it was dope. It was
Yeah.
cool. There was a lot of people there though. We were
What-
trying to get people out of the shot. I was like, all right, let's do it over here.
What's that like
Used to
traveling with the gang to go to a video shoot where you guys stay at? How-
It's cool, they're younger kids, and so we're working through the kinks, but it was cool. Like, that was a good ass trip. The video came out crazy, and that was shot in San Francisco too, at the top of a building that we figured out how to get. Luckily, I met this guy, and he's good at flying drones. Well, I've known him forever, but he learned how to fly drones because he learned my weakness and was like, I need to fly drones now. So it's gonna help me out a lot.
Yeah,
It's been help. I've tried to utilize it as much as I can because it's dope.
yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, you also stopped at like a military camp for that video.
That's
didn't
true.
you?
Right,
Yeah, with
right,
tanks. And,
right, right.
Yep. Yeah, we had to get visitor passes and show our IDs to get in there and stuff. But
And you just got to shoot a video next to a tank, and it was just like, you saw it, and you were like, well, let's try.
it
to
was
get in
weird
there.
when we went to go check in there. They were like, Michael Darden we have your ID. You've been here before. And he was like, what? No, I haven't. And they were like, yes, you have. You've been here at this year. And he was like, oh, I think I came here on a field trip.
Who?
Mike had been here on a field trip, and he didn't remember until they told him, like, and he was like, oh, yeah.
He was there for the lunches.
Yeah. I was
MREs.
Yeah.
They know Mike.
Yeah. They got his picture behind the counter.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty, like, we were like looking around, and there's all these tanks. I was like, get on that shit, fuck it. Like, it was like nobody around, nobody's gonna stay. It was 100 degrees out, it was hella hot.
Yeah.
So it was like, we were just like, let's get this shit done. But it was cool.
But you've done that a couple times. You went to Vegas, you went, Nico and Fat Mike went, and then we went to LA, and then, you know what I'm saying, you guys went to Pistol. So you've traveled a bunch of times. Like I said, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I like
length.
different locations. I like to
So how do you do
mean?
that? You know, you find the place, like, what do you do? Look it up online, hit people up, you got to book the reservation.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it depends. If I like to connect with different people in different locations, if I can, but if not, then I just plan trips, I'll just be like, look at this place, you know, find it online, or just see different things like that. And it's usually based on the song too. A lot of it's like, what song would make sense with what we're doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like when we went to Vegas, Nico was like, I'm gonna write a song about Vegas called Chips. Like, I need to make a song for Vegas. Like,
So that happened.
I was like, man, just record this. He's like, no, dude, like, let's just make it all, you know what I mean? But
that happened before, the song happened before, and then you guys went out there and did it.
mhm.
Right. So that's an orchestration. That's a planned.
Yep, that was a planned thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That shit works out a little better. Right.
Yeah, that was the retreat we did. So we just met up, we got an Airbnb, and we just shot a bunch of videos and just recorded shit, and it was dope. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And it was yeah, that was when Sheffy Verse was around. Shout out Sheffy, man.
Shout out Chef.
Sheffy, I called you today. You didn't answer. Where are you?
That's homies up in Oregon, right?
R.I.P. Sheffy.
Yeah, I don't
We miss
no,
you.
I think he moved back to the.
No, he's
Sac.
in Sac, but he's
Sac.
driving.
R.I.P. Sac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a lot of music with that guy, man.
He's out.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I think Nick's like video skills is like run and gun is like you're better at that than anyone else could be, because you even in like if you go to LA or if you went to Vegas, I mean, you scope out the area to where you're like, oh, let's go, let's see, this Chinatown area looks cool, but you never been there before, and then you shoot a video and it comes out clean.
No,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
I think that's
it's all
a lot of
opportunity.
it. Yeah, and a lot of shooting a lot of videos or just shooting videos, like you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Because you don't know what you're like. You're just going into an area and being like, fuck, I don't know, what are we gonna do?
But you're
Like,
talking about being uncomfortable with.
That's why I'm trying to be
the-
more planned now.
The,
like, you
the
know what I mean?
legality of it and the coolness, as far as you're not worried about the artist or or the material. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
more worried about the surroundings, right? Like if you
Yeah.
if you guys.
I want the background to look cool. I don't want like awkward people in the background. I don't want, weird reflections. Sometimes reflections are cool. I don't know. I just, but bad example. But
yeah.
I think you've been fortunate to have like good artists that you shoot with that kind of just know how to do their performance scene wherever they're at, like when
And that's where directing comes in too. If somebody's really timid or stiff or acting weird, you got to be like, hey man, you're feeling this song, right? You like this song, bro. Let's act like it. Come on,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah,
you gotta coach them through it, make them be like, all right,
Right.
put your arms up, do something, bro. Come on, I'd be yelling at people, drill sergeants sometimes, because I want them to, like, let's feel this shit, man. I need to transfer that.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna look weird if you're like, all
well,
stiff.
take
and-
15, you get
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
tired
Yeah,
after take 15.
Yeah.
You probably you come in hot, and I'm sure the performers are like, first 2 takes they're like,
Turn the fuck up.
and then like take 15 they're kind of like,
Another thing, you got to feel
tired.
energy too. If people are acting a certain way and you're telling them something, they're not receiving it well, you have to change your approach to that. Like, all right, fuck. Like,
Maybe the shot.
they're getting a
don't-
little tired. All right, let's try something else for a second. Like, you know what I mean? You got to,
Yeah, maybe
think
the shot.
you
The
know.
shot don't need that much energy or something.
yeah, or do something else to try to switch up the momentum of like, all right, let's do this scene first or something, just
Right.
where it's like, we'll get back to that,
Right.
But,
Yeah.
a lot,
That's dope, because you have contrast in videos of like I said, you've been places where there's not necessarily a lot of props, but you have to get access to places and it's a set, or
Right.
you've set up at your work
Yeah,
spot.
there's been times too when I'm like, where I have like a set plan and I'm like, I want to do this, and then I get there and the artist is like,
Fuck
I didn't
that.
really envision that. I kind of want to do this, so let's try to do it. And I'm like, damn, okay. This is your song. Let's just reassess my plan and just, you know what I mean? And I've been proven, like, a lot of times listening to the artist, the shit comes out nice because it's how they wanted it, and they're always going to be right in the end. So you got to, you know what I mean? It's not about what your personal view in what you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's like
right,
what
right.
the artist wants it to be, and so you can't be connected to
Right.
your idea of what you think is perfect. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like in those instances, like usually that's not necessarily like, it's easier to do less, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
easier to simplify,
Yeah.
right? It's easier to not go to another set, and, you know,
Yep.
so like, you know, you sometimes it's a little harder if you've kind of planned out a bunch of stuff, or you have a set and then you're having an artist ask for more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, can I do more?
That-
And
yep.
get a car and get, you know, chicks here and la la la. You know, more is
Yeah.
sometimes harder to do, and not all the time does the visual need more. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Sometimes,
true.
sometimes it needs less. You know,
Yep.
like I said, that's proven to work well for you a couple times. Some of the shots that you've done with Nico, or some of the videos where it's a little bit more minimal, those videos kind of rock a little better. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It fits his sound with what he's doing better too. And that comes just with what, you know, with my movements too. You got to flow with the pace of the song. You can't be too jerky on a slower song. You know what I mean? You
Right,
gotta,
right.
And you know when to use the handheld shots the right way, and then, you know, and you know, locking those elbows in to your gut, dude. That's important. I feel like I was like, I'm just talking about random facts, but
No, yeah.
this is shit that I've learned, like, that I just really
Yep.
is important. I
These
use
are
on
the
daily.
gems, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I said, to a young videographer that's out there trying to, you know, get involved with artists like you have, you know, starting with one, and now you have a good more than a dozen, you know, that you work with underneath your belt. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? These are the gems that, you know, people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
like I said, you're seasoned in your game. You know what I'm saying? And you're respected, you know, a lot, you know, throughout. I think bigger than our region. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about that even a little bit too. You kind of, you know, deal with artists, like I said, down in LA, you know, we reached out to an artist in Texas, and, you know.
Yeah, shout out my guy Seuss Mace too. I'm working with this dude, and he's in Kansas. He's dope, dude. He's on track 2 on Tech Nine's newest album.
Nice.
And I'm mixing a bunch of his songs. I'm making beats for him, shit.
Nina.
Yeah, he's dope, bro. The newest song he's about to send me, he's told me I'm about to be mixing a song for King ISO and him.
Nice.
That's
It's gonna
dope.
be dope, dude. Yeah, I'm really
Dude,
excited
gas.
about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out King Axel.
But yeah,
For sure.
yeah, that guy's, you know, I've been a fan of him for a long time. So, I mean, since he won the Doritos contest and shit, I was like, this guy's tight, dude. Like, you know, like, yeah. But anyways,
The homie sends me stuff all the time from King ISO.
yeah.
Justin.
Oh, yep.
Really?
Yeah, the homie
Shout out,
Justin.
Chuck Duck.
You're friends with him?
No.
Oh, I was like,
The
what?
homie Justin sends me his music. Man. I don't know. I'm definitely not.
Because yeah, okay.
A big fan of the regime music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out Justice 107.
But yeah, man, that's what's up.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff working with him, and a few people, out of state, a couple of people. But trying to think of who else.
Like I said, when you reach out, what's that process? You just hit them on IG. You
Hit
go
the
back
DM,
and
you
forth.
slide in the
Yeah.
DMs and be
Some
like,
of them
yo.
are cool, some of them aren't cool, some of them you know.
Yeah, I usually try to find, like,
look-
if I'm, I don't know, say if I'm looking for an artist to get on a song, I'll go through Instagram and search for people that way, like through
How are you searching? What are you
hashtags or
hashtag what?
like hashtag Texas rap, hashtag Atlanta rap, hashtag rapper.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I'll just go through artists and be like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. And I'll send it to the other artists. I'll be like, should I tap in with them? And luckily, our sound has a clean enough polish to it where, like, people hear that shit and they're like, oh, this is slap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
shit.
good. You got quality. You got good beats. You got good sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they check out the videos and it's like, oh, it's,
Yep.
it's worth it to them to work with us. You know what I mean? Because
I think we impress a lot of people, or you impress a lot of people, because it's all in house. We're doing the music, the engineering, the audio. You're getting the videos off. We're putting the videos out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of how I started shooting videos. I seen that hole there. It was like we have all these songs, and I'm waiting for these videographers to get back to us or taking hella long editing. And I was like, all right, bro, let me just go rent a camera real quick to see if I can do this shit, and we'll pay somebody on Fiverr to edit that shit. And then I did it, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like, I was like, it's a wrap. I want that same setup, and I couldn't afford it. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to max out one of my credit cards.
Yeah.
And then my woman that I'm with, my fiance now, but she, you know, she was like, I'll buy the lens. And she bought it. She bought the lens, and I was like, I'll pay you back and the credit card back. And, yep, she helped me out, man. And,
shout out Sugar Mama.
Yeah, shout out Rochelle. She's my woman.
Yep.
There you go.
For sure.
Need a solid one.
She's in my corner for sure. Yep.
So yeah, you know, like I said, you just starting out from one. You know, everybody's got to start out with one. You know what I'm saying? But like, you've had the consistency and you've had the drive and the ambition to carry it on. And like I said, kind of build these artists underneath your belt, and now have this catalog under what's giving you the motivation and the drive to continue on and to find new artists and do new projects, and you know what.
I just think it all kind of just bleeds into each other, and it just word of mouth, and people naturally progression were coming back to me or be like, I know this guy or whatever, you know, and then I learned a lot from working with Kai Ritchie too, because he's a really good shooter too. And I did a wedding with him and shooting a couple videos with him. He is consistent and shows how, you know, he knows what he wants, and he does cool treatments, and he has cool ideas, and it's, you know, it really made me level up my whole game and how I'm going to do everything. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know, I feel like working with him was dope. But I don't know. Shit.
Goodbye.
Where I was going with that? I lost there.
That's all good. No, like I said, I just wanted to, you know, get a little bit of insight of where you find the grit and find the consistency to keep going. What keeps you motivated? Is it the feedback you're getting from people? Is it the, you know, we make one thing and we make one track and it's there, but we feel like there's still more room to climb. You know, why are you continuing to, you know what I'm saying?
I just,
because a lot of people could let their foot off the gas and be like, man, I've already done this.
No,
you know?
I know. Like I said, it's like I enjoy the process. To where I'm drawn to the process, dude. Like, I just really like enjoy like creating in general, whether that be anything. Like, I just like to create. I like to play guitar. I like to fucking do shit, make beats, whatever. Just like, it's just like, I don't know. I'm drawn to it, and I feel like and I feel like it's easier to get more people involved now that I've been doing it for a while. You know what I mean? And it's like I've built up my of my abilities, and it's not from talent, it's from work. Like, it's from me trying shit. Though that sucks, I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna remember what sucks. It's like that's my whole approach, is remember what sucks and don't do that shit again. You know what I mean? Like, that's you know,
so
the best way to do it. That's the way I think about it. I don't
Trial
know.
and error.
Yeah, so there you do find some enjoyment of watching these projects kind of grow and these artists kind of grow, and you know, seeing these things kind of, you know, grab a hold of life a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's why we all kind of do it, I feel like, you know.
For sure. It's inspiring, yeah. Yep.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? It's
sure.
It's inspiring to work with other people, to see them grow as artists.
Absolutely.
You know, just like I said, and then like I said, your music and our music is kind of just expanding. Nico's getting played all over the world. Mike's getting played all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Said a couple other artists I didn't mention. Gallego, you've worked with Gallego. He's almost like an international artist. Shout out Gallego.
Yeah, he's fire, bro. Yeah, talented individual.
You know, so I feel like, you know, seeing that. I mean, I was drawn to you via Instagram. You know, through your reach and spread. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, regardless if you kind of focus on it or pay attention to the results, like that's why. Like I said, that's why it's getting easier for you, and you know what I'm saying, more people are coming towards you to work with you and shit, because brother, shit is out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shit is out there spinning, doing shit.
Right? Yeah. It's nice. And I just keep my head down working. I don't even look in the past. I mean, I do sometimes, but it's, it's nice, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, try to stay busy.
Yeah, for sure.
try to keep all the homies involved too if I can, you know.
Yeah.